Another Wall Street Post review. Let's go. Jim Cramer, the false prophet. And this is true in a way. I follow Mad Money myself, and often enough, Jim Cramer will suggest some stocks to buy for you, and that would be such as like Airbnb. Sometimes it would be Tesla, Facebook, Apple, whatever, and so on. And the takeaway here is it's really important to actually know whether or not it's a good time to buy those companies, because yes, he might suggest them, but it might not be the best time to buy the company because the stock has already gone up since he mentioned it, or it's been running up when he was filming, and so on and so on. So I have tracked some of the stocks that he has been talking about myself through my portfolio, and I have noticed that some stocks wouldn't have done well if I did purchase them. So definitely make sure you do your own research and you figure out what stocks to buy at all times. So yeah, every single suggestion here on the list: JD, Airbnb, Dash, MIK, Chewy, and Snowflake. Oh my goodness, Snowflake. I mean, you should know by now that Snowflake is extremely overvalued at this point for what it is. Yes, there's potential growth to Snowflake, a lot of potential growth, but we haven't seen any of that. So just know that the higher growth the company sees, the higher risk the company is actually gonna be in the end. You'll never need to pay taxes again. Good point. Yeah, if you have such huge losses, you can use your taxes as a tax break, and definitely do that at the end of the year. Your biggest losses, always trim them down and make sure that you cover any of the gains that you had if you do have losses. If you don't, that's just the best of both worlds. I've never seen a clearer message. Keep your options open. Yeah, that's funny because WallStreetBets is basically based around options and calls and puts and all of that. So to keep your options open is definitely like a high joke that's going around. And as a result, this post got so many awards because of it. Ever thought that the stocks are undervalued in this market currently with everything that's going on in the world? Well, Powell says the stock prices are not necessarily high considering the low interest rates. And this is true. The lower the interest rate, the less risk there is on your investments. So he does have a point. However, to take that message from Jay Powell and say the party goes on is a little insane for me. And honestly, what would probably happen is Jay Powell had like a comment regarding to a question or something like that, and reporters just blew it up and said, Jay Powell says the market is not as high considering the low interest rates. And another antitrust lawsuit against Google led by Texas. Next thing you know, Texas is acquired by Google. Yeah, honestly, the company is so big and has so much cash that anytime news like this comes around, I'm sure they will work it out. Their management team is amazing and they will sort through it. So these are the best times, honestly, sometimes to invest in the company if you're purchasing at the target price that you are looking for when you are analyzing the company. It's the most important thing. Definitely don't just buy it on any bad news, and make sure that any bad news that does come out doesn't affect the company's revenue in the long term, because that's going to be big. Now, do your friends and family judge you for investing in Tesla? Well, they sure did judge this guy, and he has some amazing returns of 297%. That's incredible. And that probably feels really good to say like, hey, I actually did something with my money and it worked. Definitely risky, super risky, but good for you. That's really impressive. Started losing money after September came. Thought I'd try out options in November and puts in QC. December 18th came around. That is a clean drop. That's straight to zero. That's definitely a fast way to lose $50,000. I mean, Kanye West even gets this market. Why can't the rest of the people? If you want to make $1 million, why not just print $1 million? I mean, he's absolutely right. Kanye does say a lot of crazy things out there, but I think he's on point with this one. Just tapping in to the logic of US economy right now. Tesla short sellers lost more than all of US airline industry combined this year. That's insane. Yeah, there was so many short sellers on Tesla, and they just had a really bad year with the stock doing really, really well. And the airline industry in the US lost billions and billions of dollars. They're practically burning through cash right now, still trying to stay afloat. So that's insane. And No further comment. 10 out of 10. 500% return. I'm cashing out. Whoa. Good for you, man. That's impressive. And definitely you gotta know when to cash out. This guy's being smart about it. Hopefully he doesn't go back in tomorrow and YOLOs it on another stock that's just randomly recommended on this thread and the hashtag says to the moon. Now, when a stock is down 395% and you get a $4 dividend, that's still gains, right? Well, according to this post, it is. Even though I don't even think that you can lose 395%, that's not really possible of your investment. If you invest 100%, you lose 100%. Yeah, definitely not sure how that's possible. But yeah, if my stocks went down 395%, both my broker and me would have questions. Just because, yeah, I don't think it's possible to lose 395. You can lose 100, but not 395. Now, what device do you guys use to trade on? Because this guy uses his fridge. Can you believe it? And one guy comments, make sure you leave the plastic on because eventually when your options expire and are worthless, you can at least return the fridge you can't afford. That's so sad. Elon Musk, it's time for you to eye the phone market as Apple is eyeing the automotive market with their breakthrough technology. Yikes. Yeah, no, this is big news. Apple is trying to come out with a vehicle, with a car, electric car, and we're uncertain what that's gonna look like. I can definitely see the only way you can actually start an Apple car is if you have an iPhone, the latest iPhone, and you can connect and open the door. Definitely an Apple thing to do. Can you imagine servicing an Apple car? Siri, we had a look at your broken windshield and determined you're going to need a full car replacement. If you had Apple Care, this would have been covered. That is too relatable. Hits too close to home. Poor Apple feels left out of the EV games. It's definitely gonna run on Bitcoin, that's for sure. Ever seen the chart of the .com bubble? Well, we got a comparison to this year's bull market and looks like we got room to run. Just another day in the market. Oh man, I hope that dog's okay. What is wrong with him? Oh man, poor dog. We love dogs. Happy Tesla Bachelor Day. This is, by the way, how I dance as well. Very much the same. Ooh, take it off, Elon. Take it off. Take it off. Ooh, yes. Let's go. Let's go. He's a happy boy. Me, you said $68 a share. Airbnb, yes. But cleaning fee, service fee, occupancy fee, stock price 160. So true. Very much Airbnb style. Let's go. They're actually having extreme losses this year, and I have no idea why investors are piling into the stock. It just does not look like a good idea. Maybe that's true in the short term, and then in the long term it's gonna explode. But just wait for the company and see how it's gonna play out. I don't understand this craziness that's going on with brand new stocks that are IPOing this year. Every single IPO this year has blew up past any kind of proportion or logic. I don't even know how to explain that. That's just absurd. How can you just throw money in the fire pit and watch it burn? Just burn. On your left, Bezos. I'm the guy in the distance wearing green. Guys only care about one thing. Her. He's probably thinking about another woman. Him. Is the stock market open on Black Friday? So true. Alright guys, thank you so much for leaving a like and watching Wall Street Bet post. See you next time.